Howdy guys. So today's YouTube topic is how to get started in just anything. And I kind of wrote a list. The reason why I'm making this list is because I think everyone struggles with the idea of just getting started, and there's just some little things that I've done over the years that personally, all these work for me, but there's some that I do more than others, and I'll just tell you which ones I do and which ones work best for me. Sticky notes, that's a really easy one. Just having sticky notes in your home and just writing it and putting it in places where you're going to consistently see it. So I'm going to use laundry. So let's say you need to do your laundry. You put a sticky note on your phone, so before you can get into your phone you have to read it. You have to remove it. You put a sticky note on the door, so every time you walk by the door you see it. Or you put it on your fridge, and you're just constantly seeing it. And you can put it on your computer screen. You know, just laundry, laundry, laundry. There's a lot of room. And a sticky note you can kind of put somewhere and keep it there forever. So like, you know, you can put a sticky note in your fridge, and then, you know, every time you're going to go to the fridge eventually, and then it's going to say laundry. It's like, oh, do I need to do laundry? And you can think about it, like, and there you go. It's just a constant little reminder. I personally don't do this one just because I use a different one for my laundry, and I carry around a notebook, so I don't need the sticky notes. Pair with another habit. So this is a really good one. So, like, there's some, you can do, habits can connect with each other. So, what I personally do with my laundry, this is one of the things I do, is every time I run upstairs, instead of going to the kitchen, I take a right and enter the laundry room. Because there's some things I can do over there, and I make sure I see, so I use the stairs, you know, getting up. Well, here, let's use a different example. This one's actually really nice. This is one I actually do all the time. Every time I get up, I pick something up. Because, you know, I want my room to be cleaner, so every time I get up, I make it so I pick something up. Really easy. And the thing is if you have, like, let's say, 10 people over at your house at a party, I remember my buddies and I were hanging out, and it was getting kind of messy, so I was like, hey man, let's just implement a quick, easy rule. Every time you get up, you just gotta pick something up, because we're just making a huge mess. And my house was spotless by the end of the night. I remember it was like a challenge. Guys would make messes because there was nothing left to clean, or guys would fix something randomly. It worked really good that night. This one is actually super important for me personally. Simply talking about it out loud or saying I'm going to do something. Don't just say it in your head. Like, because I'll be out walking in public and then I'm like, oh, I needed to go fix blah 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 at my home. I've totally spaced it for a week. And then if you say it in your head, you're going to probably forget. But if you say, I need to go home, and when I get home I need to enter in my room and I need to blah blah blah, which is whatever. It's been proven you remember that better and you're more likely to do it. It's more efficient. It's kind of like if you say in your head, like, I want to get skinny. But if you say out loud, I'm going to get skinny, one's a lot more powerful. Even if you say in your head, it's like, I'm going to get skinny in your head, it's saying it out loud is a lot more powerful, memorable, and continuous. You can also use other people. So this is actually a real life example. My buddy is trying to make YouTube videos, and it's been almost a month since he's uploaded, and he told me that if he doesn't upload something and he starts talking about a TV show, that I should just take his computer and I don't give it back to him until he has his script completely written out and he runs me through it or something. Because he got the computer and he's like, the purpose of it is YouTube, but I'm using it for leisure and entertainment. So, you know, he wants something to break the habit, you know. It's like negative reinforcement, or the fear factor of it. Don't rely on this one too much. Because to be honest, let's say you don't have a ton of friends you can rely on for that. And it doesn't always work out the greatest, because there's a chance where there's like, I'm not saying like miscommunication, but I can see where it's like, hey yo, I need to do something real quickly, can I have it back? And then the person says no, because you asked them to do something, and it's like, because the computer is a very useful tool, and the thing is just, that one works for us because we're really close, but I don't recommend it unless you're really close with the person. Make it visible and oh wait, no, a to-do list. So like I have my list, this is my notes, this is a little notepad, so that like when I'm on the road, this is what I use, but when I'm in my own home, I have notes all over of things I need to do, and throughout the day, like I have day 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't put the date of the month just because I don't. And if I change something in my habit, then I restart the day count because I'm studying for physical trainer. And so that's what I'm mainly using the notes for, to do. Like, hey, you need to figure out how this works. Hey, you need to study for this long. And then when I'm done, I just check mark it and I move on. So the to-do list is great. Make visible or put in the way of other things. So with the sticky note idea, you know how like you put it on your phone. So I'm going to, example, put my laundry basket in front of my door. So I cannot physically leave my room until I move my laundry basket. And the whole idea of this motion is to, you have to empty your laundry basket before you can move out of your room. So, you know, it's kind of like a simple idea, but the thing is, if you can constantly see it, or if it's constantly in your way, you're more likely to take care of it. And this is another one, don't go into it with the idea like you're going to do your whole laundry basket in one day. Just be like, hey, I'm going to take out 5 pieces of clothing, put them on my bed, fold them, and put them away. Then I'm going to go on about my day. That's better than nothing. And like sometimes all you need is that little start. Like I need to study for a couple of hours today. And the thing is, I've been kind of delaying it. I've been working out. I've been working on other stuff. And I've even been working on YouTube because I'm like, oh, that's a lot. And I've been doing it like every day. And I'm like, man, this is a lot. But I know as soon as I start it, I'll be a lot better. So like right after this, I made it so I can't edit the video because I'm going to use my phone for a little bit of editing, and I got to move it to my computer with a card, blah blah blah, but my notes are on there, so I got to do my notes before I can access the video. Don't give yourself time to think negative about it, and don't overcomplicate things. So this kind of ties into the start small idea. A lot of guys will what they'll do is they'll have a negative habit of not doing something, then they'll complicate it and then justify it. So like let's say you want to lose weight, but then you make the argument like, so this is a video I was watching of a guy. He was like, hey, I'm like 5'6'7", I'm 210 pounds, I want to attract women. And everybody instantly was like, yo, you gotta lose weight, we can tell you're fat. And he's like, yeah, I'm only 210 pounds. And it's like, yo, dude, that's my goal weight to get down to. And you're already there. Like, you can tell from my face, I'm fat. But, like, you know, I'm trying. I'm at least working towards it. But then he justified it by complicating it. So he first went, girls are attracted to muscle, right? And then we're all like, yeah. Then he went, well, I want to build more muscle and attract more women, right? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, fat helps me build muscle. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, my numbers keep going up, my muscles keep getting bigger, blah blah blah. And I'm like, how about the scale? It's like, it keeps going up. And we're like, okay, dude, you don't want it to go up. And he's like, well, muscle weighs more than fat. And it's like, it doesn't matter what weighs more than what. Girls don't care about how much you can squat, bench, or deadlift. Because he was justifying getting heavier and fatter. Because realistically what probably happened is he was probably scrawny and skinny. He started bulking, started building muscle that he could notice, and then his body fat percentage grew to a number like 25-ish%. He looked like he was 25-ish%, maybe even 30. But the thing is like, guys, what they'll do is they'll grow linear with it, and like sometimes they'll keep upping the calories when their muscles aren't growing and consuming as much, so guys will get really fat. You know, they'll be like, oh, I'm super strong, or I have a ton of muscle, and it's like, you would look really good if you decided to cut down. And they're like, well, I want to keep building muscle, so I'm going to keep eating a surplus, and it's like, that's the problem. And, you know, guys will justify and overcomplicate their life, and like, you know, I recommend this all the time. It's not complicated, it's really simple,